Hi, I'm laughing because I'm thinking to myself, how do I even start what I want to say today? Uh, this year has just started off with the most enormous upheaval, in fact, it feels like it sort of, it started off with a big bang and everything is just chaotic and crazy, and even more so than the last few years. So it is hard to often remind ourselves that we are in the process of birthing, of moving into a new golden age. And this is what it looks like. So I thought I would just come on video today and bring the guides through and have a short channel on something that can perhaps give us some insights, to give us some peace of mind and some loving words of their presence. So if we don't know each other, my name is Isaria from stellarconnections.net. I channel many councils of light, and today I'm pretty sure the Sirius beings of light wish to speak with us. So I'll bring them through and we'll see what they have to say in March of 2022. So perhaps just sit down and allow the words to wash through you, and I have no idea what they have to say, so I'm excited to hear also. So I will just close my eyes and I will just take a moment and then I will bring them through. Yes, it is we, the Sirius beings of light, and we are most excited to be here. We are always thrilled to be in conversation with beings who are willing to stretch their minds, beings who are willing to look beyond what they can see with their physical eyes, because this is exactly what is happening on your planet at this moment in time. If you could see everything that is going on in every dimension of reality, well, first of all, you wouldn't really, your nervous systems wouldn't cope with that. Even though you can say to us right now, but hang on a minute, our nervous systems cannot cope with what we can see is happening in the world. And that is true. So you have to find that balance of being in sync with what is going on, in the knowing, in a sense, and yet not being overly bombarded daily, nightly, with too much that is too much for your nervous systems, that is too much for your hearts to contain. And yet you also want to keep up with what is happening. So we are saying that because if you could see all of the things that are going on the many levels of existence, you would say, well, yes, this is what I can cope with. This is what I am dealing with. And this is all I need to deal with. You do not have to concern yourself with all of the other things that are going on. And it is the truth. As Isaria said, you are coming in and birthing humanity into the new golden age. Now that is a given. And yet what is not a given is the process. What is not a given is the whole way that you will go through this period of time. So we want to keep this short today. We want to keep this succinct, and we want to bring to your attention that it is a given. And yet, as we have said, the process is forever in flux, is forever moving and shifting. And the way that you can bring clarity to that, the way that you can bring a sense of groundedness, even though what is going on is most likely to make the ones who are listening to this, because you have empathetic hearts, because you have open hearts, because you are open to energy, and you can feel not only these subtleties, but the gross energy that is happening on your planet. It is difficult. And yet what can keep you in the groundedness, in the openness, to stay open to not only to yourself, but what is going on and how you can be of service, is to constantly check in with yourselves and be present and aware with what is going on for you. Now, let us just clarify that even more. So when you see conflict in the world, ask yourself, where is there conflict within you? And that is not an opportunity to beat yourself up. Well, yes, I am conflicted. I am angry with what is happening. I am angry with so-and-so or what is going on. It is simply an observation. So we are saying to you, observe and notice and say, well, isn't that interesting? I feel enormous anger. And that is completely valid, because what is going on is an assault on humanity, is an assault on human beings that is beyond words, in a sense. So you have every right to feel angry, to feel distressed. It is just a matter of defining that even further and say, well, if I remove myself from that conflict, which I feel is out there, can I ask myself truthfully, is there conflict within me? And allow the answer to bubble up. Don't grind away at it. Don't use this as an opportunity to beat yourself up. Well, if there's conflict in me, I'm conflicted out here. I'm creating this. Well, yes, on one level, everything that is happening is a co-creation, is happening within the whole entire universe. It is not simply here on this planet, because you are beings that are interconnected. And so the conflict that is happening here is also affecting everything in the all. So see that your conflict within you is coming up to be healed, is coming up to be simply addressed within you by acknowledging it, by saying it is fine to feel that, and finding your unique way to process that, to release that, to not have it build up within you, and then to compound it by beating up on yourself for feeling that way. And you will start to see that you feel less affected by what is going on there out in the world, but not in a way where you are feeling remote from it. You will feel very connected with it, but you will have greater compassion for what is going on, because you will have greater compassion for yourself. Now, this all sounds counterintuitive. We understand that. But on the deepest level, the more compassion you can have for yourselves and your feelings, your conflict within you, the greater compassion you will feel and understand what is going on in the world. You are breaking down structures, you are breaking down paradigms of being that will no longer serve you, that simply cannot come into a whole new paradigm of the golden age. They simply cannot come and be present there. But it is not for the beating up, the war inside yourself to break that down. It is to come within yourself. Be compassionate. Be compassionate for all of those ways of being that have supported humanity to some level thus far, and simply see them, that they are leaving, that they are breaking down, they are no longer there for you to be involved in. They are there for you to observe and for you to not go into battle. Allow the greater forces of light to support the releasing of those, to support the destructuring of them in a way. And then you become more empowered within yourself, because it is vitally important that you beings, that you as a being of light who is holding the light for humanity, becomes empowered, who constantly checks in with your level of empowerment, of connecting with the light, of not being empowered to be in conflict with the dark. Allow that to be taken care of by connecting more and more with the light that is within you, that you can shine out even more deeply to affect the planet. And yes, we understand there are days where it simply feels as if the light is so remote. It is way out there and you feel disconnected. But just hear our words through your heart now. You are a being of light that can make a huge difference to this birthing process, who can make a huge difference to what is going on your planet at this moment in time. And the way that you can do that is simply take a breath. So take a breath with us now. Just breathe in and connect with the light that is available to you. Because what is happening is, because there is so much darkness on your planet, it is most easy to fall into connecting with that dark through watching it, talking about it, feeling upset about it, wondering what is going on, engaging with it at that level. And as we have said, it is not about being completely shut off from it, but it is shifting your focus to connecting with the light that is pouring onto your planet at this moment in time. You are not devoid of help from the light. It is grand indeed. And if you think about it, if there is so much darkness that is taking form on your planet, that is having its way on the planet, the light itself will increase. And so in a way, it can feel as if there is an imbalance. So the way to bring yourself back to that balance is to bring yourself back to the knowing that the light is within you. The light is coming forth from you. It is coming onto your planet to help you at this time, greatly, deeply, and lovingly. So breathe that in with us. We are beings of light who are in service to humanity, and many, many, many beings of light are in service to humanity. For we will not stand by and simply observe and let it unfold to catastrophic endings. No, indeed, that is not our role. And each one of you have your own angels, guides, beings of light in many, many dimensions of reality. So this is simply a reminder to connect more deeply with that light. And you will find, yes, it may not make all of the sadness you feel, all of the conflict you feel about what is going on disappear. But what it will do is ground you in the greater reality. It will connect you more deeply with your heart and your compassion for yourself. So we leave you with that idea and simply extend love to yourself and all of humanity at this time, as we certainly do. We are your brothers and sisters in the light, and we thank you for your journey, the undertaking of this journey. We thank you for your role in this. We thank you for your commitment to bringing this forth. And remember, you are completely and utterly supported. So breathe that in, and we leave you for now. Thank you for listening. I don't want to say too much more after that. Got a very strong and powerful message. My intention is to do a lot more videos. And so keep checking into my YouTube. And if you need to, if you would like to have a look at some more of my audios of my channelings, check out my website at stellarconnections.net. Thank you. Namaste.